In this video, I'm going to show you the things that I normally try to get done before I ever take a colt out of a stall. It's not very many things, but it could make your life easier when you get out here. We're going to build a little bit of turn and yield into them and a little bit of draw and get them a little more comfortable with us being close to them. Like I said, I've said this many times, these videos I'm making, the pro trainers that handle bunches and bunches have a whole complete system that they use. I have a system. I handle lots and lots of these kind of horses. But these videos that I make, they're for people, I think, that are having a little bit of a trouble and they're not sure how to approach it, or people with like one horse or two horses and they just want to get along, and the big pro trainers methods might be just a little too much. I try to make these videos for people that just want a little bit of help and are on the beginning of the journey. This business is called Equine Kindergarten because it's a kindergarten deal. Kindergarten is what you do before you go to the first grade. That sounds kind of redundant, but a lot of times you'll go take a lesson somewhere. I've seen this many times, and you get out of it what you think you needed, but the trainer that you went to has been doing it so much that there might be a dozen things that they're doing that they don't even say nothing about because they don't even realize that they're doing it. And like feel, timing, balance, those three things. The good horsemen, the good horsewomen, they practice that religiously, and they might be in a certain position or doing a certain thing with their hands, or they might be doing something that they don't think to tell you because they just forget that they are doing it. And these videos that I make out here, I try to cross every T and dot every I, you know. My methods, I tried to set up what I do so that when these little horses go home, the owners have an easy time carrying on. And if the owner comes out and takes lessons with their horse while their horse is here, it even helps more. But anyway, here's just a couple of things that I try to get done before I ever take them out of the stall. I want to touch that right jaw, and I want the left front foot to come to me right there and give it a pet on the neck. I'm not going to go to the face first, but what I am going to do is work my way to the jaw. If you go right to the face will get afraid of you. And if the face is afraid of you, the brain's afraid of you, and the horse will leave. But if you rub this jaw, that's a dopamine trigger. Endorphin trigger. It releases dopamine into the brain if you rub a circle on his jaw. So I'll try to touch these horses at the shoulder first and go up their neck and back and forth until they're quiet so that I can get to the jaw. If I can get to the jaw, I'll put my finger right there on their lips. And when they open their mouth, I take my finger out. There's some licking and chewing. There, I petted the face. If you get them outside too quick, without being able to do that, you might have a heck of a time in a bigger pen getting them to look at you so you can pet their face, because when there's more room to run away from you, their first choice is to leave and not let you touch their face. So I try to get this done before I ever leave the pen. Touch them here, rub the neck, rub the jaw, go like that, touch their mouth, touch their tongue, pet their face. Try to get that done. Now, I'm going to try to get the inside hind leg to step under, so I got a little bit of hip control. I'm going to pick up like I was riding. If I was riding this thing, I'd be pulling to my seat bone right there. And I'm just going to kind of hold, because I don't want to scare the butt away from me. Right? Not yet. I'm still holding up, and I'm just holding, I'm not pulling. I want that inside hind leg to step under so this horse doesn't learn to counterbend. Right there, good enough. It doesn't have to step completely under itself. Not at the beginning. Now I'm going to bend it again. Watch that hind leg. There, the hind leg moved, I quit. But also as a byproduct of that, I got the foot that was next to me to step over. The psychology of these little baby horses is everything is new. And new things scare horses. And that's just fact. You want to pet this horse on the face? I do it a lot out in the open because that's where I am at the time, or if I'm making a farm call. But in here, I can just reach out and pet that horse's face. That didn't scare it. But a minute ago, we got it to look at us and we petted it. If you can do it once, you can continue to do it. Now I got the horse to bend and follow me. At this point in their careers, they're more than likely following your big body. That pull behind their ears on the pole and the face scares them a little. That's why we don't pull hard. We just try to touch them and let them, and then hold them. Touch them and hold. I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to touch his jaw. Now I'm holding. There's a reward. I didn't just pull him through. You see how that horse followed my body? Because it's easier to see my body. It's easier to respond to the pressure in its environment than it is to respond to the pressure that's underneath its jaw or behind its ears. You incorporate that as you go. But we always think about what we're going to do before we do it. Because our intentions are everything. That's how Mom talked to him. Mom thought it, then Mom did it, then the colt responded. I'm thinking, I want the inside hind leg. I'm going back here and I'm picking up. I'm adding some pressure, but look how small that pressure is. I want this horse to step under. It's bent, it's out of balance. It will balance itself. And you're safe as long as they're quiet. There's some pets. Now I'm in a bad spot here, but that hind foot stepped under, didn't it? Because I didn't increase the pressure, I just waited for the correct answer. And even though it's only been a few minutes, we've showed this horse that if it looks at us, we're going to pet its face. That's where the brain is. If we can get the brain, we can get the body. This is a lot harder to do in a bigger pen where they've got room to run away from you. I don't want them to learn to run away from me. Now we're going to do the other side. I want the right front foot to step over. We'll wait. There it did. We're going to pet it. on the jaw, down the neck. Now I want that inside hind foot on this side. Remember, I'm picking up just like I was riding. And this goes really fast, as long as you don't get in a hurry and try to make it go really fast. And if your colt's a little wilder than this, you just take the time it takes. Remember in the beginning, we bent them, they stepped their front foot over and we petted them. Well, if your colt is pretty wild, you may not be able to make the progress this fast, but if you use these principles, the progress will come. Now I want this horse to step its inside hind leg here over, and I'm picking up just like I was riding. My elbow is on the jaw because I don't want it to nibble me. Stay safe. When this horse gets tired of being in a bind here, that inside hind leg has nothing else to do except step over. We'll wait. I'm just holding. There. It stepped under. We'll wait for it. We just got it bent here. We're petting it. We're trying to relax it and comfort it. But I want this inside leg to go that way. And we'll wait. I'm holding. I want this horse to know that I'll wait for it. And I'm not driving the hip away. I don't want to scare the hip away from me. I want the horse to draw to me mentally and do whatever maneuver the shape of the body makes it the easiest to do. Now I'm in kind of a pickle here. You got to stay safe. If your horse is wild and woolly, obviously you're going to have to get the other things done before you try to stand in here and take this. I'm going to step this horse's head that's bent that way, the same way it was bent, and I'm just kind of holding it here, not trying to put it in a bind. If I run out of room, I'll just start over. So we'll start over. There's that left front foot. We'll wait for it. Right there. Now I'm going to step back here. Can I get that inside hind leg? I'm not trying to drive it away. The shape of this horse makes it the easiest to move its hip that way. And we'll just hold it. Let it figure. Let it think. And if it tries to touch me and nuzzle me, I'll make sure that I'm touching it. I'm in control of this situation. And I'm going to pull it through here. Now I'm going to hold it. This inside foot's harder for it, but not impossible. Right there. We waited. The shape dictated the move. And those are the things that I try to get done before I ever take them out of the stall. If you're getting anything out of these videos, I would really appreciate it if you're watching them on YouTube, if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, Equine Kindergarten. Doesn't cost nothing to subscribe. And if you like them, hit like, share them. If you're watching these on Facebook, I would once again really appreciate it if you followed me on Facebook and hit like and hit share. I do have a subscription channel, and that doesn't cost nothing either. I do have a subscription channel on Facebook. If you hit subscribe, costs $2 a month. Or if you hit the little star icon on these videos on Facebook. Stars cost a penny, just a penny. But you don't have to hit either one of those. If you just followed me on Facebook, Butch Mowdy, and you don't have to subscribe to my subscription channel. I do have other videos on there that I don't post anywhere else. And you don't have to send me a star. Stars, like I said, they cost a penny. You don't have to send me a star if you don't want to. Just follow me. What would really help is if you hit like and share them. But anyway, if you're getting anything out of these videos, I would hope that you would do that. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.